Now I'm gonna show you how easy it is to turn this dungeon generator into hex map generator. If you've never seen previous episodes of this tutorial, first you should check them out or check the short version of it. Both of them are in the description and in the top right corner. We could use inheritance or separate components to describe a shape to make this work, but we have this enum. It makes it easy to see what's going on in the inspector, but also makes it harder to manipulate shapes. So to make it nice and easy, first we change the order of those basic directions we use in the square shape. And that means we also need to change it in the prefabs, room 1 by 1 and room 2 by 2, and here you should change the room part 2. Alright, and then to add hex shapes, we also need to add those 4 directions. And now, if we are generating the dungeon, we use those 4, and otherwise we use those 6. So we've changed the order just to don't have a gap here in the middle. That's about everything we need to change in room class. So now let's go to the room generator. And here we have public room hex room prefab, which is obvious, and selected prefab. So we need to choose between those two. Now we have public boolean hex, which makes it possible to turn this feature on and off. We've changed the order of those offsets, and as you remember, this is for choosing the position of a new room. So we need to have it exactly like this directions enum, and you have those 4 new directions. In awake, we select our prefab based on hex, and if you don't know what this line means, it's just a simplified version of if statement, which tells us if hex is true, we use this value, otherwise we use this value. Now we generate rooms with our selected prefab, and if we are not using hex, we add 2 by 2 room. Our last change is in generate rooms. Here, if we use hex, we pick a number between 2 and 8. 8 is exclusive, so between 2 and 7. And if we don't use hex, we use a number between 0 and 3. And yeah, it is really that simple. Now we just need to create a new prefab for our hex. And here we add 4 new doors. Let me open it up for you. So it looks like this. Just a simple rotation and, you know. And of course you should also change those doors here. Based on this shape, we create hex room generator. Now we just add room generator component to it, change the colors, select hex room prefab, select hex option, and that's it. Alright, let's see it in action. And that's it. And that sums up this dungeon generation tutorial. I'm gonna add some improvements to the code, so don't be surprised if the final version on GitHub is a little bit different than this one. I hope you had fun, I hope it is useful for you, and thanks for watching!